Nintendo is worse than EA and Activision. Copy strikes fan games. Other companies do it too, not just Nintendo. But again, they won't talk about that. Same thing with copyright strikes from ROM sites. Gmod, I don't really know the history of that. But the first two, other companies have done it before as well, especially Square Enix does it a lot. But again, Square Enix are innocent. They're the best company ever. Even Sega has taken down like fan games and ROM sites for Sonic games. Okay, started the reason rock to be yes. Basically means you can't play games from other consoles, from other regions. Try to enforce a rule that forbid third-party developers from publishing on other consoles. It's called game exclusivity. You know, Sony does that, but again, you don't care. Okay, let's look at the FTC Sony versus Xbox. Sony did this with a lot of massive games for the PS4. Okay, but of course, it's okay when Sony does it. It's okay when Sony does it. Purposely sabotage their opponents, Atari and Sega. Atari sabotaged themselves and Sega sabotaged themselves. Nintendo did nothing of that, attempting to power over the ground to catching more monsters in video games as patented. We'll send warriors to the front door if you ask. A sign tells you they'll post any of the game's ROMs online. Try to destroy Dreams on PS4 over Mario fan games that are available for free. Almost killed the company 3 times with city gimmicks like the Wii U, GameCube, and N64. And yeah, that's Nintendo being stupid. I can't really defend that one. You know, the biggest proponent of video games has been side of Joel Reisman during the Night Traps trials, only soon after the ESRB was announced. You know, Japanese game companies do this all the time, not just Nintendo, okay? Treats and franchises and Mario's other Pokemon like that, Pikmin is treated pretty well, Animal Crossing is treated pretty well, you still get one new Animal Crossing game per console, especially Kirby. You know, Kirby has all sorts of spin-offs, and also Pokemon is not really fully owned by Nintendo. Metroid, they're finally giving Metroid another chance. You know, there's rumors that Star Fox and Donkey Kong might be coming, Country might be coming back. I know technically Donkey Kong Country could be a spin-off of Mario, but treats any franchise and refuse to let Samus and Link appear in Fortnite due to much console exclusivity bullshit. Even when Epic told them they would appear on Switch only, they still refused. Wow, that's a W because Fortnite's garbage. Will ruin people's lives over God to tell about yes promotion on the virtual console despite owning the rights. Backstab Sony on the SNES CD drives. Yeah, that is an L now because you created your biggest competitor. Okay. You created your worst competitor. Okay, of course, this ain't the word created for the worst games ever made, but also, you created your biggest competitor, Nintendo. That was a L now. Okay, got called foreign fine bros, YouTubers. Foreign fine bros, forcing YouTubers to guide partially positive anyone not probably couldn't upload gameplay footage of their titles. Refused to offer refunds for users when personal info got leaked, and instead of made it such a time from everyone would hate them. Okay. You know, we're going to make a whole list about Disney and EA and all their horrible stuff they have done, but of course they will not, because of course it's Nintendo. Nintendo is the biggest villain, because Disney does similar things too. Okay, the difference is Disney gets criticized a lot for everything they do, you know, because they suck, but, you know, because it's funny, once Disney's quality went down, like, Disney has done some horrendous stuff in the past couple years, especially even a disabled person, you know, at one of the parks and not even giving a crap. But, of course, Nintendo's the villain. Okay, if Nintendo did the same thing, people will be upset on here all the time. Of course, you know, this shouldn't be too surprising. These people... And really, a lot of this stuff, you can't really defend it. I'm not going to really defend Nintendo on this. A lot of this stuff, okay? Like, you know, sending cops to the door for people dumping ROMs online. Okay? You know, once again... Other game companies probably do that too. CD Projekt Red, anyone. But it's only not okay with Nintendo. It's any other game developer, oh yeah, it's okay. You know, no one's gonna, you know, and yes, Nintendo should be put to the same scrutiny as every other game company. I'm not the, you know, biggest Nintendo shill in the world, okay? And like, for example, when they were taking down Power World, that's why I didn't really mention it all too much. Because I do not agree with Nintendo taking down Power World. Power World is a separate franchise than Pokemon. Okay, you know, it would be like Minecraft taking down the Terraria, okay, for no reason, because Terraria is too similar to Minecraft, okay. And also Nintendo has treated their franchises much better now, okay, except for ARMS, because ARMS is garbage, and yeah, but again, Nintendo nowadays is much better than most of the AAA gaming industry, because most of the AAA gaming industry nowadays literally bows down to Sweet Baby Inc., okay, and these crappy game developers that no one likes, okay. Of course, Nintendo is not the most perfect company, and this whole thing really shows all of the, sins of Nintendo, okay, but other companies have done the same thing, or have done similar things, like Square has done a lot of similar things. And of course, let's get into Sony and a lot of the things Sony has done, and especially EA, Activision. Both of them are, some of the worst when it comes to, how they treat the fans. And especially, if we talk about non-movie companies, non-gaming companies, Walt Disney Corporation is one of the worst. Viacom. Viacom, if you want to talk about companies that are absolutely horrendous, Viacom, okay, they do a lot of similar stuff that Nintendo does, and everybody criticizes them, obviously, but of course, Nintendo should get the same scrutiny as every other game developer, obviously, and publisher. Nintendo fans obviously defend Nintendo way too much, but painting Nintendo as like the worst gaming company when those companies like EA, companies like Viacom, I think they do have a video game division, but, or especially companies like Sweet Baby Inc., who are far worse than Nintendo. Okay, EA, Activision, Ubisoft, and Sweet Baby Inc. Four companies that are far worse than Nintendo. Okay, and yep, that's about this video here. So what do you think? Do you think this guy is completely correct? You can roast me in the comments down below, but this is my own opinion on this article or this thread. Okay, but of course, Activision and EA, Nintendo's not worse than them. EA and Activision make worse games, and they're also friends of Sweet Baby Inc., so, that's already automatically way worse than Nintendo, okay? Sweet Baby Inc. is, like, the worst game company we have ever came across. No, their games are just so bad, okay? And they're all, woke garbage, too. There's no winning with Sweet Baby Inc., okay? But yeah, I bet that, Sweet Baby Inc., they really try to take down, a whole Reddit, they really take down, little threads on Reddit. Sweet Baby Inc., of course, they tried to take down the whole game stuff on Steam, negative reviews on Steam that criticize Sweet Baby Inc., because Sweet Baby Inc. is a totally innocent company that does nothing wrong. But yeah, that's about this video here, and Nintendo is, not worse than EA and Activision. At least they don't put microtransactions in their games and, try to milk you for every cent you can possibly get. But yep, that's about this video here. Goodbye.